Why are ominous soundscapes and sound effects so unsettling? What is dissonance, and how does it help build an atmosphere of fear and ambiguity? In today's video, we're going to have a look at how sound can create fear when used under the right conditions. The idea that we can craft audio in a way that evokes such a strong feeling as fear is fascinating, but it's also super creepy. Before we dive into how sound can make things spooky, let's have a quick look at what we as humans find particularly scary. Then, we can see how sound can trigger this fear. As humans, we have these things called innate fears. To put it simply, these are fears that are etched into our DNA through years of experience and evolution. The main innate fears are falling, incapacitation, disease, the unknown or the abnormal, sudden movement, isolation, pain, and suffocation. Not everyone is susceptible to these fears, but a lot of people share them. The reason we've developed them is because they all have the potential to result in death. Sound can cause fear by using certain techniques that link to our innate fears. In this case, our fear of the unknown and ambiguity. Dissonance. A lack of harmony among musical notes, the type of sound that makes your teeth clench and your hairs stick up on the back of your neck. Dissonance is a major psychological and sonic technique that can be unsettling for a lot of us because it appeals to our innate fear of the unknown. Sideways did a video on how to make music scary. I'll link his channel down below so you can go have a look later. But basically, he touches on this idea of sound affecting innate fears. To put it simply, he talks about how we are all programmed to recognize that large things make low sounds and small things make high sounds. Therefore, potential predators like lions, with their low growls, are seen as dangerous, while we see cats as adorable and having no threat at all with their high-pitched meows. This is all relevant because many films will use this idea of low equals scary and high equals cute to their advantage. An example might be including a lullaby over a tense scene. This creates a cognitive dissonance in the viewer. An ambiguity has been created between something that would typically calm us down, that being the lullaby, and a tense situation, that being a psychopath on a rampage. Our fear of not knowing what will happen next is heightened by this dissonance. Not knowing what something is scary to us because we have no idea of its threat or how to deal with it. Not knowing what to expect is horrifying, being unprepared is stressful, and seeing something of an unrecognizable shape strikes us as strange and we assume it's threatening. As the human race, we have thought all of these things from the beginning. Being scared of anything we weren't familiar with in the Stone Age was one of the instincts that would have kept us alive. That is why when we hear a low and high sound together in a tense build-up, we are filled with an uneasy anticipation. We aren't sure whether or not it's a dangerous or harmless sound. It's also why people experiencing this tense scene would be prone to a jump scare. They're so ready for any danger and full of anticipation that any sudden change to what they're hearing would startle them. When it comes to what causes us more fear, audio is significantly scarier to most people than visual. The reason for this is because when we see something scary, we know where it is and we can also somewhat anticipate the danger by observing and making assumptions. But when it comes to sound, if we hear a twig snap in the dark and an unfamiliar noise, we can't see the danger, we are completely vulnerable, and that's when something would attack.